played that song 1,000 times and I never make a mistake, but the moment I hit record on the camera, I make a mistake. Does that sound familiar to you? It's very possible that that happens when you have to speak English, right? I notice it in my classes. I could be having a really nice conversation with my students, just about anything in general, small talk. And the moment it becomes an exercise, or the moment we have to practice an exam task, the student starts to make mistakes. Quite basic mistakes sometimes that they definitely would never usually make. But something happens in that moment. When I'm playing the guitar and I start recording, I notice that I get a little bit physically tense. So my shoulders get a bit tight and I'm not completely relaxed. And the same thing happens in our brains when we know we're being judged, when we know we're being watched. But even when it's just a few people in a room, maybe an examiner and your partner in the speaking paper of an exam, you feel that you're being judged because you are being judged. So you're not in a natural state, you're not relaxed, you're feeling tense, and that affects your performance. But what can you do about it? Well, I'm afraid it's not good news, but the only way to improve it is by practicing, but putting yourself in those particular situations, in those uncomfortable situations where you get nervous and you feel tense. So you have to be proactive and find opportunities to get out of your comfort zone, to leave your comfort zone. You can't build muscles unless you force yourself to lift very heavy weights. And it's the same idea with learning to speak a language in pressured situations. You can't expect to perform perfectly if it's the first time you're in that situation. So the more times you expose yourself to those uncomfortable, stressful and nerve-wracking situations, the more likely you will be to improve over time, little by little. Every time it will get easier. And when you can't come up with the word you want, when you're having a normal conversation with a friend in English, or maybe with a teacher, and you have no problem finding the words, but the moment it becomes an exam task or people judge you, you can't find the words. So you just have to practice in those situations, I'm afraid. So let's see if I can get it right this time.